Good evening, everybody. Coach Ethan Cubit, Ironclad, CrossFit, Easton, Maryland. Coming to you tonight from my living room or room number one that my daughter loves to destroy. Tonight I'm going to be going over lesson 5, scaling. For the homework, I chose option number 2, 2 rounds for time, 600-meter run, 20 burpees over the bar, 20 squat cleans at 115 pounds for the men, 75 pounds for the women, and then 20 strict handstand push-ups. I scaled for a beginner or deconditioned athlete here, an intermediate athlete here, and then an injured athlete over here who has an injured shoulder. I have my template for scaling up here, and then I'm going to be using progressive drop-offs during my warm-ups and my builds to figure out all of these scaling options for each of these athletes as the workout goes on. So for the beginner deconditioned athlete, if the athlete is able to run, my scaling option would be work within that 3-minute to 3-minute 30-second time frame. Find a distance, whether it's 200, 300 meters where they're working. If they're not and they really are a deconditioned athlete, we can get them on the bike where they can do a 1-minute effort on 30 seconds of rest, 1 minute on, 30 seconds of rest. That way they're still working within that 3-minute window. For the burpees, if they're not comfortable doing burpees, we can scale the movement. We can have them do squat thrusts, elevated squat thrusts, and then reduce the reps from there. For the squat cleans, if they are comfortable with a barbell, we can have them reduce the load, lower the weight, lower the reps, or change the movement and have them do power cleans if they're not comfortable squatting to depth in a squat clean. If they're not comfortable with the barbell, we can also have them scale to using dumbbells and using dumbbell cleans or dumbbell squat cleans. For the strict handstand push-ups, I would have them do a dumbbell shoulder press if they're not comfortable going upside down. If they're trying to get more comfortable going upside down, we can scale to a pike push-up. We can do that pike push-up from the floor. We can do it from a box. We could do it from a bench. If they want to progress a little bit further, we can get them comfortable upside down, maybe kicking up onto a wall and accumulating time during the workout, kicking upside down on the wall. For the intermediate athlete, for the 600-meter run, simply find a distance where you can make that effort in 3 to 3.5 minutes. For the burpees, I would encourage my athlete, find a steady pace, keep working at it, work within the time parameters between 2 and 3 minutes. They could also just do step overs of the bar instead of jumping over the bar. For the squat cleans, easiest thing here to scale would be load. Choose a weight where you can get 20 reps, maybe 2 sets of 10. No more than 4 sets of 5. If they're having to do singles, the weight's probably too heavy. Trying to keep them within, again, that 2 to 3 minute window, or drop the reps. For the strict handstand push-ups here, if they're comfortable with the movement, but volume is the issue, I would scale the reps to keep them from resorting to kipping if we're trying to preserve the movement. You could also scale the distance that they're having to push down to as the round goes on. For the injured athlete, for their shoulder, 600-meter run, if running is not an issue for them, find a distance, run, stay within that time parameter of about 3 minutes. If they're in pain, get them on the bike. It limits their shoulder movement that they would have to do, and just convert to calories from there. For burpees, again, if load is the issue, burpees might be fine with them doing a push-up. If not, we can always scale them to squat thrusts over the bar, elevated squat thrusts over the bar, and then reduce the reps from there as well. For the squat cleans, again, it's hard. If load is the issue on their shoulder, I would say stick with a light weight. That way you're still preserving the movement. If load is an issue, I would have them switch to single arm dumbbell squat cleans. For handstand push-ups, I would just have them go to a single arm dumbbell press. And with that, those are my scales for my athletes. Again, you'll be able to hopefully find each scale for each athlete if you're doing progressive drop-offs in your warm-ups. Thank you, and scaling is cool.